Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Speaking Warrior training with SMLONE and Nanyang Zehoi School. Today is exactly on Tuesday, 21st December 2021. With me, Amanda will be your Master of Ceremony today. I am so happy to see all the trainees behind the stage. I can see that they are all already excited and ready to give their best performance. And also, I would like to greet all the audience who are joining us and watch all of us through this live in YouTube. Good morning, everyone. First, let me tell you the purpose of having real stage. We know that it is the beginning for all of the students. This is the first journey for them in the public speaking journey. Through the school, students got the chance to learn public speaking. In the beginning, they don't feel comfortable speaking in front of the public. But through this platform, the school gives them a chance to boost their confidence through public speaking class. They did it very well, and we do believe, like SMLONE always say, SMLONE making you better you. Not only having good skill in delivering speech, but we also need to have good manners so we can make impact in our life. Ladies and gentlemen, the speakers are all ready to showcase what they have learned during the class. Are you ready to watch? I would like to give you a spirit far from here and let us meet our two judges who is experienced in the public speaking field and also SMLONE trainers. I would like to invite our first judge is Miss Cecilia. Hello, Miss Cecilia.
Okay, hello all of my students and hello Miss Amanda, thank you for welcoming me. So today the student will have a real stage, which is very exciting, and all of the students, I know you have prepared your best and you already practiced really well, so I wish you good luck and I will give you feedback at the end of your speech, okay? Good luck all of the students.
All right, thank you, Miss Cecilia. Now, next is our second judge is Miss Lisa.
Hola everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss Amanda. And good afternoon to all the GH tolerance and also GH2 smart. So today we have about 11 participants. How is the speech? How is the preparations? Do you feel nervous? If you feel nervous, it's okay. Okay, so maybe some of you, this is the first time for you live in the YouTube. So what teacher Lisa can tell you and remind you, it's only just give and perform the best. Okay, so best of luck. Jayo, we are waiting for your speech. Back to you, Miss Amanda.
All right, thank you, Miss Lisa and Miss Cecilia. So at this moment, we also have to say thanks to all the teachers who have supported all of us from the very beginning. We know that some of us will feel difficult to do speech in the beginning, but our teachers supported us all the way. And we also need to thank our parents that support us in our life project, providing us with the best education and environment. So through this moment, we would thank all the people that always supported us, like our parents, teachers, sisters and brothers, friends, families, and many more. So ladies and gentlemen, I know all of us cannot wait to watch the performance of our amazing trainees today. So let's just kickstart the real stage after these 60 seconds ahead. Alright, so 60 seconds is up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome our first speaker for today. So, Sukni, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Hello, are you ready to deliver the speech?
Yes.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Sukni with glossophobia or fear of public speaking. The stage is yours.
Everyone has their own fears at any age and at any moment. Each and every fear varies. There is a large amount of phobias that exists in this world, whether it be the most ridiculous ones, like fear of cheese, for example, or fear of chopsticks and much more. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Niafira, and I'll be talking about glossophobia, or the fear of public speaking. But first of all, what is fear? Fear is one of the most essential human emotions. It is an unavoidable emotion that every human has experienced at least once in their lifetime. The extent or range of fear may vary from person to person, but the emotion is still the same. It might be triggered on the rarest of occasion and under the rarest of circumstances occurring in the present or an anticipated future, threat there is a risk to oneself. The response to fear generally arises through recognizing danger, leading to the confrontation of the situation or escaping the fear. Let's talk about glossophobia. Glossophobia is the medical term of the fear of public speaking. It affects 4 out of 10 Americans, which is actually quite a lot. And glossophobia is a social phobia or anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders go beyond occasional worrying or nervousness. They cause strong fears that are out of proportion to what you're experiencing or thinking about. Anxiety disorders often get worse over time and they can interfere with your ability to function under some circumstances. When faced with having to give a presentation, many people experience the classic fight or flight response. This is the body's way of preparing to defend itself against any danger. When threatened, your brain prompts the release of adrenaline and steroids. This causes your blood sugar levels or energy levels to increase and your blood pressure and heart rate rise, sending more blood flow to your muscles. Common symptoms of flight or flight includes rapid heartbeat, trembling, sweating, nausea or vomiting, shortness of breath, dizziness, muscle tension. Although the fight or flight response worked well
Michelle and Shinsoon, please join
when humans had to fear enemy attacks
StreamYard
and wild
Persia.
animals, it isn't effective in a meeting room. Getting to the root of your fear may help you take effective steps to manage it. Many people who have strong fear of public speaking fear being judged, embarrassed, or rejected. They may have an unpleasant experience, like having given a report in class that didn't go well at all, or they've been asked to perform on the spot with no preparations. Before I move on, I'd like to share my own story as well. My first time in public speaking, I was really nervous, and my friend decided I should be the vice leader of our team, and it made me thought that I should speak a lot as a vice leader, and it was very nerve-wracking for me. After that, I was feeling nauseous and I was trembling. I considered 3 minutes a long time, so my script only reached 30 seconds. At this point, I'd like to thank my friend for helping me with my script. I actually used his script as reference for my first public speaking. It helped me a lot, and every time before my turn of public speaking, my heart would, I would be extremely nervous, basically, and my awareness would increase. Well, it got better over time as weeks passed by with my public speaking classes every week. And honestly, I'm glad that my first time in public speaking was actually online and not offline. Because if it was offline, I probably would have vomited or fainted even worse. Moving on, social phobias often run in families, but the science behind this isn't understood. A study reported that reading mice show less fear and anxiety resulted in offspring with less anxiety, but more research is needed to assess whether social phobias are hereditary. Testing conducted by the National Institute of Mental Health found that the brains of people with social anxiety has a heightened response when negative comments were read to them.
The affected areas were those responsible for self-evaluation and emotional processing. This heightened response wasn't seen in people without glossophobia. Glossophobia may be hard to spot, since it will be an invisible disorder most of the time. People with glossophobia will be able to function normally at home, school, work, or at any places, as long as they're not presenting in front of others or speaking. There are many treatments for this phobia. One of them is to take public speaking classes or workshop. There are many developed for people who have glossophobia. You should always practice before your speech, your material one last time before doing your presentation. You should also avoid caffeine before doing your presentation, as coffee isn't a good idea before presentation. You should also stay away from caffeine altogether. Even if you don't normally react to it, your natural adrenaline kick plus additional caffeine will give you the shakes or nervous stomachs. You should also be careful of ice water, as it may constrict your throat. Keep in mind that 40% of the audience is actually scared of public speaking as well. There's no need to apologize for being nervous. Instead, just do your best and accept that stress is normal and use it to your advantage. Smile and make eye contact with any other audience members you encounter. Take advantage of any opportunity you find to spend a few moments to chat with them. Be sure to take several slow, deep breaths to help you calm you down if you need it. Now that my speech is done, I'd like to thank you for listening to my speech.
Alright, thank you, Sunny, for the amazing speech and advices. So now I would like to invite Miss Cecilia to give Sukni some feedback.
Hello, Sukni. Do you remember me?
Yes.
Actually, I'm quite impressed for your performance today. I think you did very, very good. You talk about glossophobia, which you when you deliver it, it have a very good content because you put it so structured and you prepare it so well that it is so enjoyable to listen to your speech, and it feels so educated. And even me myself, I just learned that caffeine is not good before you go to speech because it can increase your heart rate, and I'm a big fan of caffeine. Maybe that's why my heart rate is always up when I'm doing my public speaking. But basically, you teach me a new thing, Sukni. And that is what I really like when I meet students like you who can deliver a very nice context and a message in the speech. And I really like how you put your personal story in that glossophobia story. You talk about how you become vice leader and your experience of overcoming the public speaking, and you talk about your journey. Then you give your feedbacks and your tips. I think that is really amazing. Your eye contact is good. It feel engaged. The other thing you need to improve can make you better public speaker, I think, is your hand gesture. You can practice your hand gesture. I know you understand and know this. You can practice your hand gesture better next time because there's a lot of part in your speech that you can maximize it through your hand gesture. And the other thing is mannerism. When you put your hand in front of your face, this can block your expression. This is not something easy we can practice off, but you need to try to maximize it better next time, okay? I really like your speech. You impressed me so much this time, Sukni. Great job. Really great job, Sukni. See you again next time, okay? Back to Amanda.
Alright, thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the feedback. Congratulations, Sukni, on your speech today. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. Okay, now we will hear something interesting from our next speaker. So she will talk about my 3 favorite apps. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kalista.
Do you have a favorite app? I believe everyone has a favorite app. You can have 1 or 2 or 3 or more favorite apps. Good morning, juries, teachers, audience, and friends. The topic that I choose to speak is my 3 favorite apps. I choose that topic because it just popped up in my head. So I choose that topic. I will gonna say my 3rd favorite apps first. My 3rd favorite apps is YouTube. YouTube is my 3rd favorite apps because YouTube is a nice app that we can watch people doing the content or live streaming. And YouTube also can teach us a lot of things and more. When I was small, I want to be a gamer. I always want to be a gamer because I like to play game and I like play when I play game I a little noob at first, but now I'm a little pro at the game. I keep winning. I also like to watch people do the content or being the scene or behind the scene because it's fun to watch and funny. And I don't choose TikTok because TikTok is almost like YouTube, but in my opinion, YouTube is more better than TikTok because YouTube can hear music and song for so long. And my most hated part from YouTube is the ads. There is so many ads in YouTube and it's so annoying in my opinion. There is some people that also do shorts video in YouTube. And we also can chat at YouTube. I more see people play Roblox or Minecraft. And I also watch that is interesting stuff. I also see people cooking or baking. There, because I like to eat food, my second favorite app is Google. I choose Google to be my second favorite app because Google helps us a lot and Google can give us a lot of information. And there is a lot of different types of Google. There is Google Lens that have a lot of things, Google Map to find the location, Google Classroom where you can get assignment from the teacher, Google Meet place where we are online learning, Google Calendar where you can check special events, Google Translate where you can translate the words what you don't know, and Google also can search the things that we don't know that it will give us lot of information. And my most favorite apps ever or my first favorite apps is Roblox. Roblox is a game that we can make game inside it. We also can friends with stranger. I play Roblox from 2019 until 2021. If there is no Roblox, I don't know what games I play. My most favorite game in Roblox is Murder Mystery 2. Murder Mystery 2 is a game that very simple and nice. There is murder, innocent, and sheriff. There is 3 types of it. Murder need to kill the innocent and the sheriff. The sheriff need to shoot the murderer. If the sheriff shoot the innocent, the sheriff will die. And innocent just need to survive from the murderer. And Roblox also can dressing up our avatar. And there's a lot of different kind of search accessories and more. In Roblox, there is like simulator games, hobby, and etc. In Roblox, also have robots that you need to pay with your real money, so to dress up. And that's all. Thank you.
Alright, thank you Kalista for introducing us to your favorite apps. So we would like to hear some feedbacks from Miss Lisa.
Hola, Kalista.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, Kalista. Dan, it's a very nice sharing from you. You talk about the 3 your favorite apps. And then in this time when I listens to your speech, and then you like a brand ambassador. Do you know what is brand ambassador, Kalista?
No.
Okay, so let teacher Lisa tell you. Just now, when I'm the persons that maybe don't know very well about the YouTube, I don't know very well about the Google and everything, but you can explain it very well. So brand ambassador is like a person who letting a people knows about the product. Then you are one of the persons that can did it very well, Kalista. You explain it, and then even you share your own experience, like why you love YouTube, why you love the Google. I think this is a very good achievement for you, Kalista. I would like to give you a round of applause. Good job. But Kalista, your speech can be better. Do you want to be better, having a better speech for next time? Do you want?
Yes.
Okay. Now you try to move your tablet in the middle a bit. So I can see your face in the middle. No, yeah, again, a bit again. Yes. Okay, great. Okay. Now I think you put a tablet like this. Okay. Now you can move backward a bit. Backward. Okay. Just put off your hand. Yes, stop there. And then you can start the speech using like this way. So now you can move your hand gesture, Kalista. You can try to put like this. Yes. You see, you imagine like you say like, hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you my 3 favorite apps. The first is YouTube. Why I love YouTube. Now you try, Kalista, try to use your hand like this. Yes. How do you think? This one you might be feel more comfortable, right, Kalista? Yeah, that is one of the best way. When a speaker have a good content, they pay attention also for their camera position and they use and maximize this hand gesture. It might be better, Kalista. So, Kalista, what is the speech that I like from you? You're giving a very comprehensive speech, a very nice information and also sharing experience. One thing for you to improve it's your hand gestures and movement. Anyway, just now you mentioned you love to play game. Am I right? You got so many friends also in online game. Okay, it's good, but still remember, you also need to meet and having so many offline friends. Meaning to say that you can meet each other. Okay? Because that is one of the best way for you to boost the confidence and can learn more each other. Is one is not only for the online friends, but it's also for the offline friends. It's okay to play game, but remember to manage your time. Yeah, manage your time. Don't addicted with the game. Good luck for you, Kalista. Teacher waiting for your next speech and next level. See you.
Alright, thank you, Miss Lisa and Kalista. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for our judges to complete the evaluation. Alright, going to our next speaker, I would like to invite Michelle to the stage. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, so okay. How's school right now? Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Liap from JH2 Tolerance, and I'm going to speak about how's school right now. As you know, we are right now doing school online or virtually, and it can be hard sometimes. When the pandemic hit, everything went into a different setting like online school. Now, probably for all of us, it's normalized already by doing school online. But it can be stressful sometimes and difficult for us to focus in lessons, and I think most of us can agree how online learning got us to learn things not as effectively like before, or when we were getting education face to face. Like how when online school started, everyone was clueless about the new normal, and as a student myself, it was at first hard for me to get along with it. Examples, I had a hard time disciplining myself to turn in my assignments on time, and even till now, I'm still quite struggling to turn it in on time. As I said, it is hard for us to normalize this, but now I think we're all quite used to it. At first, it was fun how we got holidays off school for 2 weeks turns into months. And now I wish the pandemic would be over as soon as possible. But of course, offline school wasn't my favorite because of the school's food and sometimes you dislike the teachers and other common reasons. But because I miss my friends a lot and that every day we can meet in school and how we get to learn extracurriculars together every weekend, now it just doesn't feel the same in online school. Then recently, Omicron virus spread to Indonesia, that that how I'm quite sad because who knows if we get another quarantine. Because recently, most schools in Medan already let us to go to school, learn offline with limited participants though. But I know it's but I know all of this is best for us to not get cases higher, and I will try to do everything I can to help not increase any more bad things happening. But online school does have their pros and cons, like how I get to spend more time with my family and I get to sort of explore more things to be passionate about. When the pandemic wasn't as bad as right now, since scientists and government is still finding more information about the new virus. But while I think that staying at home and when you get bored, it helps you become more creative. It helps improve discipline, it costs less, 24/7 access to course material, and it gives less intensity. Also, did you know air pollution decreased drastically when the lockdown started? But of course, there are a lot of cons about online school. It provides children, especially in early development years, with a stable environment for social interactions, helping them develop skills like boundary setting, empathy, and cooperation. It allows plenty of room for spontaneity, unlike a virtual learning setup. Like researchers shown that online learning increased dropouts for economic reasons, de- decreasing attendance in early childhood education or PUAD. Stress for children from a lack of peer-to-peer interaction and the increasing rate of domestic violence and more commonly examples like it makes students easier to procrastinate and makes students feel less eager to have the feeling to learn something new in school. But I know it's the best for all of us, and well, of course, who knows when this pandemic will be over. And I hope everyone can cooperate with the guidelines that the government has given. That's the end of my speech. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Michelle, for the amazing speech. Now I would like to invite Miss Cecilia to give Michelle some feedback.
Hello, Michelle. How are you after
Uh,
doing the real stage?
Nervous.
Nervous? That's good. It means like you are preparing yourself to do your best. That's why you feel nervous. Just remember whenever you feel nervous to take a deep breath to calm yourself down. Because you have a good speech, Michelle. Your contact or speech, how you bring about how your school right now is really relatable, and I think that is a smart choice of topic because you show your perspective as a student in current situation. You tell about how you how you adapt yourself to online situation, how you enjoy it very much in the beginning, but at the end you find it like, oh, this is too much for me, and this is like endless time. So you ask of your friends, then you ask of the people to that listen to you to let's do something to stop the Omicron so you can go back to school. I think that is a very valid context in your speech that bring us through your perspective as a student. The things that you can improve, Michelle, because you have a very good speech and I really like your expression. You bring it so light and so serious at the same time, but with a little bit of smile. You deliver a very good speech. But to make it better, the other thing you can improve is your camera positioning. At this moment, we only can see your head, your smile line, and above. So if you can put your camera down a little bit, we can see our half body, and then we can see your hand gesture. I think that will add it to another level of your speech. But overall, Michelle, very good speech. Congratulations on passing
Thank you so much.
through your real stage. Great job, Michelle. Back to Amanda, Miss Amanda.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cecilia, for the feedback. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, moving to our next speaker, he is gonna tell us something about the history of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you our next speaker, Navarro.
What do you think about our country's history? Is it interesting or is it boring? For me and my old classmates, we find it really interesting. We first learned about our country's history on 4th grade, and the teacher has done a really nice job on trying to explain it to us in a fun way and also understandable for us. My teacher once told us a story about where our ancestors came from, and it was pretty interesting. So long ago, there's a province in China called Yunnan, and on that time, Yunnan is under attack by the neighboring province in China. And so the people of Yunnan have no choice but to escape through the ocean. So they ride a boat and split up, having no clue on what's outside, but hopefully finding a new land for them to start their new life. And so they traveled across the ocean and found our land, Indonesia. That's what my teacher told us about. But after doing a few research on the internet, I cannot find any information about Yunnan under attack and the people escaping to other lands. Instead, they mentioned that the people of Yunnan wanted to travel and discover new lands. And so they go to Southeast Asia and discover us, Indonesia. They also discover other new lands in Southeast Asia like Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and some other countries. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is about the empires and kingdoms in Indonesia. This topic is actually my most favorite topic about history of Indonesia. There are lots of empires and kingdoms in Indonesia, but today I'll only talk about two of them. And this two is actually the greatest and most powerful kingdoms in Indonesia's history. The first one is called the Sriwijaya Empire. Sriwijaya Empire is located in Palembang City, Sumatra Island, and it stood on the year 601 until 1300. Srivijaya Empire has played an important role in the expansion of Buddhism, and is also a really feared empire on that time. They have conquered Sumatra Island, Kalimantan Island, and some other countries in Southeast Asia. But sadly, on 1300, they failed to stop the rising power of other empires. And one of the empires is called the Majapahit Empire, which is the empire that I'll be talking about next. Majapahit Empire is located in Java Island and stood on the year 1293 until 1527. This empire is actually Indonesia's most famous empire. They are known for how powerful they are and how rich they are. Their glory days is led by their king, Hayam Waruk, and their trusted warrior called Gajah Mada. Gajah Mada swore to protect and unify Indonesia into one, and that promise is written in the Sumpah Pelapa. In the Sumpah Pelapa, it's written that Gajah Mada will not enjoy and taste any good spices and food before he succeeds on unifying Indonesia into one. That's it for the empires. The next thing is about the colonization. Colonization is the part where everything starts to get darker. The people of Indonesia have suffered a long time, and there are lots of people dead too over there. So when the Dutch first came to Indonesia, they colonized us for about 350 years. And of course, the people of Indonesia have suffered for around 350 years. But this also made lots of heroes born on that time. And there are lots of heroes, but today I'll only talk about few of them. The first one is called Chut Nyak Dien. Chut Nyak Dien is a Aceh woman warrior and have of course inspired lots of women in the present day. Following her husband's death, Teuku Umar, which is being killed by the Dutch army, seeing this, Chut Nyak Dien swore to kill every Dutch army that she see. The next hero is called Soekarno Hatta. Soekarno, I mean. This hero is actually the most famous hero and is also the first president of Indonesia. I'm sure that most Indonesians know about him. He has contributed a lot for Indonesia's Independence Day. After the Dutch colonized us, it's Japan's turn to colonize us. So on the year 1942, the Japan came, and seeing the Japan with such powers and weapons, the Dutch have no choice but to retreat first. And Japan colonized us for about 3 years until 1945, where Nagasaki and Hiroshima incident is. So the Japan army in Indonesia have to retreat in order to protect their country. Seeing this, Indonesians take the chance to declare their Independence Day. So on 17 August 1945, Sukarno and Indonesians declare Independence Day. That's it for my speech. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you, Navarro. You did a very good job. Lots of information in your speech. So now I would like to invite Miss Lisa to give Navarro some feedback.
Hello, Navarro. Meet you again. Meet you again. Can you hear Teacher Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many days you prepare for your speech today, Navarro?
About 1 week.
Oh,
No, maybe 4 days or 5 days. Yeah.
yeah, 4 days or 5 days. Okay, well, Navarro, what is the things that I love the most from today your speech is you really do have a well preparations. I still remember every time when you deliver a speech with an information, you love to read the script or just you are so nervous. Read the script meaning to say not reading all, but like having a notes because you feel so nervous.
I
Okay.
usually don't make scripts, teacher.
But you always take a look for the script.
Huh? What?
Then usually you take note for the script.
No, I
You take
never
note
write
for
the
your eye
script.
contact. Oh yeah? But what teacher can see today, your eye contact is very, very good compared than before. Because usually when you deliver the speech, you are just like seeing something or try to memorizing something in your mind. In the middle of the speech, you love to be like, blah, 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 and blah, blah. You try to doing kind of this way. But what the things that I love from today, your eye contact, all it's wonderful. Okay, you really can see the camera position in one line. That is very amazing, Navarro. That's the thing, that's why I can feel it, the difference than before. If usually I can see your eye contact is go somewhere else, maybe you still rememorize something. But today you do it very well. You look to the camera, you do your best to deliver whatever it is. I don't know, you try to memorize it or how, but you deliver it a very relaxed way. That's a very good point. Keep it up, Navarro. What is the things that so that is the eye contact that I love it the most. And today your pronunciations are very clear. When you mention about a hero, you mention about the Sri Vijaya kingdom, the Empire kingdom, everything. You make it a very clear, like you the first you mention about the empire, you continue to the hero, and you even mention it a very clear the hero come from which province. That's a very nice sharing too. But Navarro, teacher Lisa would like to ask you why you want to bring this story. What do you wish from us as audience to learn something from the story? What is the thing that you hope from
I
us
choose
as
this.
audience?
I chose this topic because on fourth grade, the teacher explained to us, and the whole class is really interested in this topic. It's actually one of the best topic that I've ever learned in my whole primary life.
So in this moment, you tell about this story because you feel a memorable moment also with your teachers. Because just now in the beginning, you say that your teacher, your teacher share very nice way about the kingdoms, about the Indonesian history. Am I right, Navarro?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever say thanks to the teachers that share a very nice way?
Yes, of course. Every
Wow.
day after the lesson ends, a bunch of us will usually go to the teacher's desk and ask a few questions. I'm not even sure if the teacher is annoyed or not.
Okay, the teacher might be very happy to having all of you as well that have the eagerness to learn. Okay, so good. You have shared. You have said thanks to the teacher. But if teacher Lisa can give you an opinion, maybe you can give the conclusions by like mentioning like this. So everyone's in this part after telling you about the Indonesian history, what we can feel and we can enjoy right now in our country, it's also the contributions, the sacrifications, the heroes sacrifice their life, their time, their energy to make our country can be independence. We have to say thanks to the hero as well. And how the way we say thanks? It's take care of our Indonesian's country. That's all about my speech. Back to the MC. I think you can do that, Namaru. You got a point, right? You can try to relate that. Okay?
Yeah, I got nervous in the end.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, Navarro?
Okay, thank you, Chen.
Okay, so best of luck to you. Remember for that. Thanks to the hero as well. Back to you, teacher Amanda.
All right, thank you, Miss Lisa, and you did a very good job, Navarro. Thank you. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finish their evaluation. All right, going to the next speaker. She is going to tell us something about the way to keep friendship strong and healthy. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome someone.
Okay, what do we value in our life? Well, some people may think money is the most important, and some people think that family is the most important one in life. I really do agree with that, but I also want to tell you that one thing that we need value in life, which is friendship. Everyone needs friends, no matter who they are, including small children, like small kids, and teenagers like me, adult, and even elderly needs friends. However, we do not always appreciate friendship. Therefore, sometimes we can lose our friends. At this time, I would like to tell you how to keep friendship strong and healthy. First, we need to be honest with each other. Honesty is important in friendship because once you break the trust, our friend will not trust, I mean, our friend will not believe us anymore. Then they cannot tell the secret and probably cannot share their worries with us. They also will keep distance from us. Being able to offer and receive feedback from someone you trust is a gift that can easily be overlooked. Having your friend who can tell something to you straight will help you know yourself better. I think there is no way to feel more connected to someone than to open yourself up to them. Secondly, we can take time and show appreciation. Having time with friends can make real contact with them in order for the relationship to flourish. Slipping into a routine can leave us more likely to take friends for granted. A good friends show interest in who we are, like who I am, and what we are struggling with. So we can express how we feel and take actions that show how well we know and care for them. Generosity is the key to happiness. Do the things that they could consider it as caring. I have one experience that a friend of mine once felt frustrated with her biology exam preparation. She told me that she was not really ready for that. Then I helped her by video calling her. I made the Google Meet and teaching her with the simple way that she could understand better than the school lesson. Feeling gratitude, she told me that her biology exam result was pretty good after I taught her. I was really glad to help her. We have been friends for 8 years, although we are in different countries now and have not met each other for almost 2 to 3 years, but we still keep our friendship by making time and showing caring to each other. Okay, lastly, we need alter our expectations and do not make assumptions. In any relationships, we can start to impose certain expectations on others that set us up to feel hurt and disappointed or like sad. Do not be quick to pick apart your friends. Accept that and agree that they are humans and that they will make mistakes sometimes. Do not assume what your friends are thinking. I think you can check it out instead. They may have they may have a very different way of expressing their feelings or showing that they are caring for us. Keeping close friends is a very essential part of life that can give us meaning and fulfillment. As author Edna Buchanan says, friends are the family we choose for ourselves. Therefore, a good friendship is indeed something to savor and protect. If you have good friends who can enrich your life, bring you positive energy, boost your well being, and serve as trusted friends, you must keep and treasure them. Friendship may truly be the best medicine for our physical and mental health. Yeah, so hopefully all of you can motivated by my speech and keep your friendship like our friendship healthy and strong. I think that's all. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you, Sowon, for giving us tips to maintain our friendship healthy and strong. So now I would like to invite Ms. Cecilia to give Sowon some feedback.
Hi, so on. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't have it.
No, you don't? Then why I feel like I'm listening to a very good YouTube talk. That is a very good speech. So on. Because when you bring about this topic, the way to keep friendships strong and healthy, this is not like too complicated and educated topic, but you make it personal and emotional, which is really good. The way you choose your words, the way you put your personal story and example, the way you giving your tips and feedbacks, I think it shows that you understand this topic and you implement it yourself really well. Because when we speak something, we want the people to know that we have the experience, we have a good friendship, and you show that through your speech, which is really, really good. And I like how your power pose, I like how your camera positioning, this is like perfect. That's why I'm asking, do you have YouTube channel? Because you can be a YouTube speaker right now. And your eye contact is really engaging. But another thing beside of your eye contact is your mannerism. You tend to look to the side when you are thinking, whether it's the right side or it's the left side. And this is repeating a few times to quite noticeable. So just make sure next time to practice or aware of your mannerism so and you can reduce it. And the other thing is your hand gesture. You can lift up a little bit your hand and show your hand like the first one, the second one, the third one, because you show some hand gesture, but it kind of out of the screen. So be aware because we are in online situations. If offline, then it won't be a problem. But because we are in online situations, just be aware of the positioning of the screen crop. Okay. Overall, since someone that is a good speech, you close it beautifully, you deliver it beautifully. Congratulations on passing your real stage. Great job.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Cecilia, for the feedback. Great job, Sowon. Congratulations on passing your real stage. Now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, another interesting speech is coming up. This girl is going to tell us about what I really adore to do when I have nothing else to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vivian.
So everyone have their own ways to fill their free time, right? Well, while others are playing their phone or playing games on their electronic devices, I actually prefer either listening to music or reading or writing books. Well, since I was little, I've been liking to read books. Since I was little, I've been reading comics or fiction books, which I really liked. And since I got older, I prefer novels better. Well, there's this one Indonesian author that I really like, and she her level her English level is pretty good, not too complicated and not too messed up either. Her book is called The Story for Rainy Days, and as some of you guys may know, I love rainy days, and her stories in that book contains of short romance stories, which I really like. And her book volume is not too big or not too small, so it's pretty handy to take it somewhere else or when you're traveling or when you're going abroad. Well, another book that I really like that is from an Indonesian author too. She writes her novels in Indonesian, but I prefer the English translated one. And it's called the Earth series. And there's quite a lot of books containing, which you can say, episodes of that book or volumes of that book. It has around 8 to 9 books to complete the series until the story ends, which I think is interesting because I only read the first book, which the first one is Earth, and it's pretty interesting, I shall say, because it's very fictional and interesting. Well, all that I said the book says now is fictional. Well, for Story for Rainy Days, the book has slight bit of pictures in between of the pages, and I think that's attract my attention more because I also like drawing or painting, something like that. And other thing that I like to do is writing, not like writing, but like writing a storyline. And yeah, I could say that it's not that easy because you have to make up a good storyline and a storyline for your characters and each background of the characters. Well, it's not that easy also too because if you make a mistake on the beginning of the chapters, you can't. And you're almost finishing the story, you can't really turn back to the first chapters that you wrote in the past, except for when you're a perfectionist or something. You can start all over again, and I don't think that's a good idea because I thought it was a hassle. Well, but after all, I like brainstorming every single day to get more ideas, although it's pretty stressful. But it's not that stressing. And I've been writing my books, although I don't really publish them because I don't think it was necessary. So I just kept it to myself. And there's I wrote the book with my friend, accompanied by my friend. Well, she write her books a lot more active than me, and she also published her books somewhere. I'm not sure where. Well, she's I could say she's slightly better than me too, and of course a lot more active than myself. And she wrote a couple of books that I really like because I also read her books. And I think that's really interesting for me. So, well, in our teenage time, we should be exploring new things so we can experience more things in life and fix our mistakes that we've done in the past and learn from them. And I think that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vivian. I wonder why you don't want to publish your story, but okay, let's move on to the feedback. So now I would like to invite Miss Lisa to give Vivian some feedback.
Congratulations to you, Vivian. You did it for today's speech. I can feel that today you look so relaxed, even though behind of the scene you might be feel nervous. But when the way you deliver the speech, you can actually can see a beautiful smile like this, I can try to guess. I think you relax more than before. Good job, Vivian. It's a very nice speech, and you even can give a very nice conclusions. We can learn from them. Then you can try to take a moral story from the speech that you shared to us today. So, Vivian, like teacher told you ever, why I can't see your half body, Vivian? Okay, you can try to adjust your camera, because if just now you speak like that way, you cannot maximize yourself. Yes, great. Okay, so Vivian, teacher Lisa do hope on the next time in delivering any speeches, when you would like to talk in front of the camera, you maximize it, can at least see your shoulders here, because just now it only can see your face. If you would like to move your hand gestures, it cannot be completely can seen in the screen. Okay, so, and then second things, I think Vivian, you can improve it a lot. I don't know, teacher can hear you very clear, either because you don't use microphone, or you just speak like this out. You try to pronounce it by speak it more clear only. Example, like so everyone, what we can learn from the story, blah 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 and blah blah blah. So try to, maybe you can just speak more clearly. Maybe I don't know what's happening. Is it because of the mic, or how? Are you don't use any microphone today, right?
I kind of
No,
lost
right?
my earphones.
Oh, no wonder you lost your earphone. That's why when teacher Lisa see it, because you just, if you see the difference. You see the difference when teacher Lisa speaking, using this without microphone, and when I speak with this. Do you feel the difference, Vivian? You got the points, right? So somehow when we feel nervous, it's really help us when we speak with a microphone and not with the microphone. Okay. Overall, Vivian, I love for your speech today, because you share your own experience, and also only one thing to improve your camera positions. Okay. Well, for the preparations like this, you can just try to use any microphones to maximize your vocal dynamics. That's all from teacher Lisa. See you. Good luck. Congratulations, you did it.
All right, thank you, Miss Lisa, for the evaluation. So now we will have 1 minute of silence so that the judges could finalize their evaluation. All right, we heard about how to maintain a strong and healthy relationship with friends from Sowon. Now we are going to hear a speech about types of friends. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you our next speaker, Vivian.
Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about types of friends. So what is friendship? Here's an explanation. Here's an explanation about the definition of friendship. From the word friendship, we know that there's a word friend in that word. Friendship means a relationship between friends. 2 friends, 3 friends, or 4 friends all counts as friendship. But friendship doesn't automatically mean if you're friends with someone, then congratulations, you now have a friendship. Friendship exists depending on the type of friend you're with. There are 2 types of friends: true friends and fake friends. At the outside, all people's expressions in friending are mostly the same. They show no sign of betrayal or hate once you're friends with them. What matter is not at the outside but in the inside of your friend's heart. Are they really your true friends or are they fake friends? You can't see the intentions of people directly with your eyes, but some fake friends or true friends show signs of what kind of person they are. Starting off with true friends. The main sign you can see is that they will always stand up for you. Example, when you're getting teased badly or even bullied. A true friend will always protect you from those actions. Other signs of true friends are every day they will always ask you this question: how was your day? Are you fine or are you okay? This shows that they really care for you. Or if they didn't say anything about your day, they could always leave a message such as hi. Then they'll always chat you regularly. Seems like they care about your day a lot. Second, you and your friend would always laugh together often. Telling jokes, telling your favorites. You and your friend would share lots of things to each other and telling funny jokes together. Doing this strengthens your friendship and interaction with each other, making the friendship inseparable. Me and my best friend actually got into a lot of arguments, but somehow we're always back together in a few minutes. This is a sign of something inseparable. You had a conflict with your best friend, and then suddenly you go back together again. Another sign of a good friend is that they're honest. Take this as an example. A person said bad things about you to your friend and told your friend not to tell you. A true friend will always tell you and will most likely end up with a message: don't tell anyone. A true friend will never hide anything from you. So, what about fake friends? From the word fake, it's clear that fake friends are the complete opposite of true friends. Fake friends are really dangerous to your life. They will cause betrayal, also backstabbing you. I've heard someone said having an enemy is better than having a fake friend. If there's an enemy, you just have to be strong enough to fend them off or ignore them as the easier way. But fake friends, you won't stay away from them at first glance. Fake friends will introduce themselves with that smile on their face, and their moves will be unpredictable once you're friends with them. But some signs you can spot can help show which is a fake friend. Besides, fake friends won't be able to hide their hatred forever to you. First, they talk behind your back. Though this may seem a little weird to spot, since they'll start doing that when you're not around them at all. But true friend or fake friend, when there are whispers about anything, even if it's not about you, be aware at all times since you'll never hear them directly through the ear. Second, they won't show the very enthusiastic, happy face when you're approaching them. When you approach them, a fake friend would only leave a few words, like, oh, hi, then continue to go back to what they're doing. A complete opposite to what a true friend would do. A true friend will show the enthusiastic and joyful face once you approach, saying words like, you finally came, instead of just the normal hi with a normal and not enthusiastic expression. Third, they have the intention to cancel you most of the time. What does this statement mean? Example, hey, wanna hang out together? Sorry, I have other matters to attend to. If these kind of words always go through your face, it's a sign that they really can't stand being around you for long, not even a day, other than the usual activities like school. But if they get the opportunity to not be around you, they'll gladly take that. I made my first friend during kindergarten, but it wasn't me who sparked that friendship. Due to my shyness in kindergarten, I was afraid to make any friends, and not even the slightest interaction with my classmates if I have to. That is, until a classmate came. She saw me, and from that moment, we were best friends up until now. In fact, she's actually the person whom I talked about in the topic of inseparable friendship. Though she may be a little rude sometimes the more she grew up, she's not like that the entire time. When I was in grade 4, I was accused of being a thief, which actually I wasn't. My best friend, even if we were in different classes, was still there to protect me and calm me down. That's it about true friends and fake friends. When wanting to be friend with someone, always pay attention to their actions, and by their action determine whether they are true friends or fake friends. Also, just by an action, don't be so quick to judge, as it will cause major misunderstandings that can ruin your relationship with your friend. Who knows they're good? Anyways, thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you, Vivian, for the good speech. Now I start wonder how many true friends I have in this life. Okay, so we will have Miss Cecilia to give Vivian some feedbacks.
Hi, Vivian. How are you? You look quite nervous, Vivian. Have you calmed down?
Yeah, I guess.
That is a good speech, Vivian. Why? Let me explain to you why it is. I think it's a good speech. This is a very good topics which can be applicable whenever, wherever, how is your age at this time. So every aspect of human life, whether you are a kindergarten or whether you're in primary, junior high school, senior high school, professionals, or any age, they always need a friends, right? And how you give that information in the beginning to different true and fake friends, I think that is so complete that everyone can learn from your speech how to spot their true friends. And I like how you put your personal story in the speech. And you talk about how your friends defend you, how you are being treated badly, and they are there to help you. I think that is a very good personal story that help the content of the speech and the way you deliver it, the speech really good. And I also like how you talk about how you put some focal dynamics in your speech, like then congratulations. I think that is a good part of focal dynamics that you put in your speech, and you try to use some hand gesture in your speech, which is always help to deliver your speech better. The only thing I think that can help you to make your speech to another level is beware of distraction. You are distracted in the beginning. That can reduce the context of delivering your speech. Now you are distracted again. So when you deliver your speech, you have to give 100% to the audience, to the camera, so to make sure that your audience engage back to you. Okay? And please add some dramatic, because you have a lot of dramatic effects that you can put, like in example when you open with what is friendship, you can open with some unique intonation, you give a pause to add more dramatic effect, then it can level up your speech. Okay, Vivian? Overall, great speech, and congratulations for passing your real stage. Great job, Vivian. Back to our Miss Amanda.
All right. Thank you, Miss Cecilia, and thank you also, Vivian, for the amazing speech. Now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finish their evaluation. Okay, going to the next speaker, we still have one topic about friendship. It's coming from Bridget. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me present you our next speech. Bridget.
Do you know what friendship is? I feel like there'll be many answers from each person. Hello everyone, I'm Bridget Hanesidian and today I'll be talking about friendship. All of us have friends from friends only, best friends and close friends, or even more that you might think that we are siblings. Maybe sometimes we argue with each other or misunderstanding happens. I've gone through a fight before with one of my best friend, yes, but we did came back together again. I think knowing our limits in friendship is really important. Why? We should know our limits and they have to know their limits too. Even if we have different likings or opinions, we still need to respect each other. For example, your friends like classical music while you like K-pop. But then you don't like classical music and your friend does not like K-pop. Let's just make an example that one of you just starts saying bad things about their favorites. Won't they like say something bad about your favorites too, and then it will turn into a big argument? Maybe this is something people hate, maybe not. I hate when someone throws the blame at me when I did nothing wrong. Maybe I'll let it go like once or twice, but when it comes to a time where that person is very used to it and made it into a habit of telling me to take all of their blame, I will nicely tell them that it's their fault and they should be the one taking the blame, not me. I assume some of you might feel uneasy opening up to your friend or telling them a secret. Finding a trusted person to tell them your secrets is sometimes difficult, and I can agree with it. Through my experience, I'm always worried about people telling my secret to others without my permission, or my secrets getting leaked. But still, some secrets shouldn't be said. I feel like it's okay to not tell people your secrets because some people might have trust issues like me, and I feel like when I tell them, there's always that type of me getting worried that my secret will be leaked. Getting your secret purposely or accidentally told to others is a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a nightmare. Next, is it okay to open up to your friend or share about what you're going through? In my opinion, you should ask that person whether they're okay with it or not because some people might not like it. I've opened up to my best friend before for like a few times and she has opened up to me too. Sometimes I actually feel better after opening up to them because like there's less pressure on me now. But most of the time I find it hard to do it. As I said, I have trust issues. Do you all find it hard to tell someone your problems? Actually, in my opinion, like when it's a small problem, I feel like you can try solving it yourself, but when it starts to get across the line, I would rather tell someone to give me advice or comfort me. I want to ask, have you ever been betrayed by your friends before? Is it painful or not? I've never had a friend betray me before, but in my opinion, a closer friend betraying you might hurt more than a less closer friend. But everyone has different feelings and reactions, so yeah, I do not know what you guys will feel. If I was in that place where my best friend betrayed me, I will feel sad because we've known each other for a long time or we've been really close. But if that person is just like a classmate or like just a normal friend, I don't think I'll be that sad because we're not that close. Do misunderstanding happen? I think it may happen at least one or twice, or maybe not because some people are really good at keeping their friendship stable. Well, as I said, I've gone through a fight with my best friend because of a misunderstanding a few years ago. Yes, but he did came back after around a few days because we were in the same class and we went to the same tuition, so it's hard to avoid each other. Well, at last we apologized to each other and we actually came back into friends again. In conclusion, people give their answers about what is friendship can be the same with yours or maybe not. Friendship has different meanings between different people. Thank you for listening to my speech.
All right, thank you, Bridget. You reminded me of my quarrel with me and my friends back then in high school. So now I would like to invite Miss Lisa to give Bridget some feedback.
Hello, Bridget. How are you? Firstly, I would like to say thanks for today's speech. Do you know when I listens to your speech, like I imagines that how beauty the friendship when I was in my junior high, like your age. And then on that moment, same in the same moment, I'm thinking of like I'm eating a hamburger, a very complete hamburger listening to your speech. Do you know why I say like this, Bridget? You are one of the speakers can make a very complete for the opening. You ask the questions. Do you know about a friendship? And you ask for the audience, and then you continue by giving us the bread and you giving us the meat by sharing about your own experience and the definition about a friendship very clear. And at the last, you give us the bread against the conclusions. You even tell us about the conclusions. Some of the conclusion you remind us about a good friends and then what is the friendship that we should have. It's a very complete hamburger like I eat in this afternoon. It's by listening from your speech in here, what I can see, you try to engage to your audience as well. Because in the middle, you also ask the audience, like, I want to ask all of you, have you ever get betrayed from your best friends? I ever get betrayed, blah, 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 and continue to yours. So, Bridget, as a speaker, if you would like to grab the audience attentions, bring a topic that relate to the audience needed, and then also maximizes the delivery, it will be wonderful. And today, you did a very good one. But I do believe you can give more, you can level up your speech and your delivery by maximize your hand gesture, Bridget. Today, I can't see your hand gesture clear because I only can see your head. I always remind for all my GH students as well too. It's a very important as a speaker, we can maximize our hand gesture and facial expressions. It's not only about the vocal dynamics. Bridget, how do you think you adjust your camera right now? So we can make sure that you can know that actually when you adjust it, you can know which part against a bit again. Okay. Again, Bridget. Yes. Well, when we deliver speech in online sessions, we can maximize our hand gesture by in this part. You can follow my hand too. So you can just using for these two parts. Okay, Bridget, clear? So yes, exactly. So you can maximize this. Because sometimes I saw that when you would like to deliver the speech, you can mention like, this is my feeling when I got betrayed by my friends. On that moment, you can maximize this. But because I only can see your face at the ends, when I only can see your face, that's why I like this. So when I only can see your face, you imagine if teacher Lisa speak like this. Even then, you cannot clear. I move my hand, you also can see it clearly. That's why the camera positions play very important part to enhance the message in delivering the speech. Okay, Bridget, okay? Last but not least, remember, even though our friends betray us, even though people treat us bad, may we treat them bad also? Maybe? Cannot, yeah, kan? So you may not treat others also bad. However, people treat us bad, we may not treat another person also bad. Okay? Remember about that. So I do hope you find a very true friendship. Thank you for sharing today, Bridget. I back to our MC, Miss Amanda.
All right, thank you, Miss Lisa, for the feedback. Also, congratulations, Bridget, you passed the real stage already. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. Alright, our next speaker will deliver a speech about the journey of my life until now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you, Brian!
Hi, my name is Brian. Today I will talk about my journey of my life until now. I was born in 10 April 2008. So now I'm 13 years old, as you guys know. When I was about 2 years old, I studied at Sutomo. Maybe the reason why my first time school at Sutomo is because my parents have studied there before. So I studied there for about 2 years. The things that I really remember when I was in Sutomo is when I felt sick, my parents fetched me and I don't know where I go to hospital, stay for about 2 or 3 days because of health issues. So after 2 years at Sutomo, my parents decided to move school, or we call it as change school. So my family recommended Nanyang School. It was near from my house, like about 4 or 5 minutes far. When first when first time joined or registered, I felt nervous because never meet at all and don't know what will happen in the future. So the first time I get into the school, I felt nervous, but since I get in, it's only a test, like a mini test of some subject question to test knowledge. Then the new semester I joined, it was when primary one. When my first time was there, I'm so silent person, not talk to anyone, just sitting down and listen to teachers. It's normal because I didn't recognize anyone either. Then teacher called to introduce each people, and then that time I start communicating with other people or friends. Time passed by quite quick. So when primary two, I remember the moment I raised a star point with my friends until I reached 2000 class. On that time, the star is quite useful because can change star with things that I could buy at the shop of Nanyang. So we basically collect stars from every daily things, and we change it when the end of the semester. The the change basis like money, and when I was primary one, like end of primary two, semester two, there's an announcement for the best character student. I just know that was exist because usually schools use ranking. So my parents said that try to reach that achievement. When I was primary two, I'm trying to get one achievement, trying and trying, but sadly semester one I didn't get. Semester two, trying again, and surprisingly I get the certificate and medal for best character. But after that, I felt that I might be one is not enough for me. I felt I want more than one. So I tried another semester, same as the previous semester. I didn't get semester one best character, but again, I get the medal and certificate when semester two. I felt happy because I got it. But since I'm going to primary four on that time, I felt achievement of all in primary four. My highest achievement is getting two certificate with one medal because I'll be the best character for about these 2 semesters, and because of my parents also felt happy. We go outside and eat dinner at a restaurant to celebrate it. Then the last achievement I got when I was primary five. So basically, I collect every certificate or every medal at my one small, could say big folder. There, I put all my achievement. Then I keep it in a filing cabinet. Then after that, I pensioned because I didn't get for primary six, and my score is quite bad in the last semester. But since I'm grade 7, I felt a bit hard with more subjects, such as physics, biology, and chemistry. There are more pressure when I was in junior high 1. I have trouble doing some exams and gain low scores. But at junior high 2, I'm trying to gain quite a high score when not final. Then I reached quite could say a impressive score when semester 2. And since this COVID, I felt a bit silent or just sitting in front of computer adjusting YouTube or play with friends. Not as basically as I do when I offline too. That's all. So from my experience about my achievement, I realized something. When we have a dream to pursue them, when we have the intention on it, we will achieve it. So don't forget to make goals because it will lead us to our dream. That's all for my speech. Thank you.
All right, good job, Brian. Congratulations for every of your what you get in school, in here or either in Sutomo. Okay, so now we will have Miss Lisa to give feedback for Brian.
Hello, Brian. How are you?
Hi, Miss. Fine.
Okay, fine. Okay, do you feel nervous just now when you deliver your speech?
Yeah, of course nervous because I never live at once in YouTube.
Oh, this is your first experience.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to give round of applause to you. You did a very nice job, Brian. Because why I can say so? You just now, even though this is your first time you're doing live, you just keep continuing speaking. Then you just sharing your own story like we are sitting down in a cafe. Then you talk to someone else about your own feeling. That is a very nice sharing because you don't feel I can see your nervousness here. However, Brian's in today's speech, you talk about the topic is a very nice topic. It's about friendship. I know in your age like this, friendship is like one of the essential topic that people love to discuss. Now, I would like to ask you, Brian, as well. What is the definition about friendship in your mind? Do you enjoy with your friendship right now?
The definition that I think for friendship is maybe find a good friend to talk with or communicate with, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, maybe that's it.
Okay. So if you would like to find a good friends to communicate with and also to talk with, how the way you would like to find? That is the best way. It's starting by us first. Starting by ourselves first. If you would like to find a good friend, so we need to being a good person first. Am I right, Brian?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then kindly remembers that need to find a good friends because an environment, especially in your a young age like this, can give an impact to your future as well. So choose a right friends, a good friends that also can support you as well. For your speech, all I think. Maybe you can just hit the conclusion. For all, it's very nice already. Like actually, just now, I just like listening to a friend sharing. You did a very relaxed. But if you can give the conclusions like, so everyone's, if you talk about a friendship, for me, having a friendship, it's having a good friends to communicate and to talk with. But to having that friends, it's starting by ourselves to being as a good person as well. If you can do it like for your conclusion, it might be a perfect speech, Brian. But overall, this is our first time live in YouTube. You did a very good job. Congratulations, Brian, for your performance. Now, I would
Thank
like
you,
to hand over
Miss.
back. You're welcome. Hand over back to you, Miss Amanda.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lisa, for the feedback. Congratulations again, Brian, for passing your real stage and every achievements you get. So now we will have 1 minute of silence so that the judges could finalize their evaluation. Alright, so moving on to the next speakers. This speaker will tell us something about patience and information about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Chidori.
Thank you, teacher. So, have you ever considered becoming a doctor? And perhaps if you did, do you perhaps also have trouble finding a passion or skill that you're good at? It can be hard at times to find what you're good at, but perhaps you happen to be good at studying and memorizing stuff. Then maybe becoming a doctor or a content creator or another passion is your calling. I am Shidari from Optimism, and today I will be talking about a few passions that you can try. Well, first of all, being a doctor is pretty cool, but it does include a lot of studying and memorizing involved. You would need good grades and most straight A's to even get into medical school. Let's say that you do get into medical school and you get good enough grades. Then you can go to medical school in college. This school is to learn about the general knowledge that every doctor should know about. Well, this part takes about 5 years, and after those 5 years of studying the human body and biology and all animals around, you will get around a year of internship to see if you can apply your medical knowledge practically. And this 1 year can also determine what kind of doctor you want to be. Perhaps a regular doctor, a vet if you're interested in helping animals, and maybe a surgeon if you aren't that afraid of blood and organs. After this 1 year, you can choose which type of specialist doctor you want to be. Well, to even get into medical school, I did mention that you have to get good grades. Perhaps you aren't that good at memorizing things? Here's a few tips on that. Even though you don't plan to become a doctor, studying well is still needed for other professions after all. Most subjects will require quite a bit of memorizing, so instead of straight up memorizing the definitions, examples, and terms of things, try and understanding them and how they work and why. Like how does lizards stick to walls and what makes them stick to the walls? Now, some stuff is quite hard to understand, so you are forced to memorize it. Here's a few other tips. You can try associating the terms with a simpler word or term. An example is the word chronic. Chronic is usually associated with time, like chronologically or chronological order. These words are all associated with time, so associating hard terms with others could work for you. But if it doesn't, you can try finding a pattern between them. Being a doctor usually means healing people and saving lives. But what if you don't want to heal people? Perhaps you're just interested in the anatomy and about the biology of the human body or other animals. You will still take the medical school knowledge to learn about it, but maybe in the specialist session, you pick something else, like a biologist, researcher, or a vaccine developer. You might be interested in learning more about the world and not on healing people. There is a lot of opportunities that can be seen in the medical department, and I myself have been interested in becoming a doctor, but I look forward to trying other passions first. On the other hand, I have an aunt who is becoming a doctor in a year. She plans to become a beautician, so becoming a doctor doesn't necessarily mean healing people. It can also be about changing a body in some type of way. Well, you can take this path if you want to become a doctor of some sort, but if you don't really want to go on the path of studying all day and all night just to become a doctor, that's alright, because there are plenty of other jobs that you can take, like a content creator. Perhaps you want to unleash your creativity into the world, like a YouTuber who creates entertaining and informational videos. Or maybe if you aren't that comfortable being in front of an audience, you can try being a writer. You can stay home and write out your stories and add your own unexpected twists and plots that can excite or dread your audience. Or perhaps if you love traveling, you can become a travel blogger, reviewing hotels or villas and get paid for it. Yes, that is an actual job. And to earn extra income, you can even endorse clothes from popular brands. And if you are good and successful in it, maybe some dream hotels will ask you to advertise for them. And maybe if you aren't sure of where to start, you can try traveling somewhere for inspiration after this pandemic, of course. Because traveling can actually help. Like if you want to try becoming a writer and you love to make romance plots, you can try going to Paris. After all, Paris is the city of romance. Maybe you can find some inspiration there. Maybe you can spot a couple or sort. But maybe you also don't have the budget to go there. But that's alright. You can try traveling somewhere simpler, like somewhere closer to us. Maybe somewhere just in Asia. And Japan is also a good recommendation since they have a lot of merch, anime, and all sorts of shows and fictional stuff that is quite interesting as well. Mm, well, so basically, you can become anything you want as long as you work for it and you actually stick to it. I'm sure there is a lot of more passions than becoming a content creator or becoming a doctor of some sort. But if you wish to set off into the path of saving lives and discovering the world, or releasing your creativity in all sorts of shapes and sizes, that is my advice. My name is Shidori once again, and I thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you for your amazing speech. Now I would like to invite Miss Cecile to give Chidori some feedback.
Chidori, hi. Do you know what I like about you? You have that pronunciations and that charisma in your voice that is so serious but calming at the same time. And I feel like I'm hearing an audiobook or a podcast from you, which is that impressed me, Chidori. You have that quality of voice and you have that calmness, but you still manage to maintain the pace as how you want to deliver your speech. I think that is a really good technique and a really good talent that not everyone have, which you did a very good job today. And I like how you approach this topic, passion and info about it, from a very critical perspective. You told a lot of example, like you can try this and try that, and your choice of words, your sequence of words is really well scripted, and that is really interesting. You talk about maybe you want to find a couple in Paris. Overall, Paris is a city of love, and I think that is the sequence of word that need to well thought of, that you need to do a lot of research, or maybe you have a lot of experience in that sequence of words that you put in a script and you deliver it well. You gave a lot of great advice. You gave a lot of great stories in your speech, and your speech have a very good message about passion and how maybe all of the things they can think of regarding that passions. That is really really good, Chidori. The other things that I think you can improve if you want to elevate it to another level is to make sure you have a better camera positioning. At this time, I don't even know what is your face look like because half of your face is covered by the level. So would you mind to pull down a little bit the camera, Chidori? Is it possible from your place?
The thing is, it is a bit stuck, so I can't really move it. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. So maybe next time you have to prepare yourself before you are doing your speech so you can have a better camera positioning. Because the only thing, not voice, is one of the main things when you deliver your speech, but that's not the only thing. You need to have a hand gesture, you need to have a better expression to maximize audience way to understand your speech through expression to movement, to hand gesture, and to your power pose. Okay, Chidori? Overall, a very good speech, and you impressed me a lot this time, Chidori. Great job! Back to our MC, Miss Amanda.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Cecilia, for the feedbacks. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation.
The honorable teachers and my beloved friends, good afternoon. First of all, thank you for having me here in this real stage. I hope we all are in the good health. Today, I'll convey in the importance of education in my speech. On many occasions, we hear the term education, but what is education? How important is education to our country and ourselves as students? Well, to answer the first question, education refers to a process by which a person develops their skills, attitude, and values. Many times, we associate this term with the school. However, we must also take into account that education is not exclusive to this institution, but also it is up to the family and even to the friendship with whom we live together day by day. And that's why we can say that men can get to improve each other. That is a praise that I really like very much, and I find it really true. If the people of a country care about the education, it shows that they love their nation. It is said that in order for a country to prosper, it needs education. But why? The honorable audience, we study not to go to the graduation ceremony and hang our picture on the wall of our house, but less to show up to our friends. We study to practice and acquire knowledge, and those two will prepare us to the real life situation. Education brings us too many benefits, such as confidence in ourselves, freedom to decide, conscience as a whole help us to improve ourselves, to feel fulfilled, to feel that we are something in life and that we have an end for which to live. But this is not only satisfaction that education gives us, but with it we achieve a better quality of life. When we want to buy a dress, shoes, food, or anything else, we need a work, which currently is not so easy to find it unless we don't have any adequate education. It is said that the future of our country is in the hand of the children, and as the children in this country, we must try hard to achieve that. And that is why today I invite all the audience here to reflect on the importance of education. We have to take advantage of this chance to be able to go to school to study. We must appreciate the effort that our parents make to send us to school and think that there are many children who would like to study but for some reason they cannot do it. Finally, I ask ourselves, without effort and education, how do we want to improve ourselves? How do we want to live better? In short, how do we want a better country? Therefore, education is an important part of our life as well as an essential part to develop a better future for the country. So this is the end of my speech today. I hope some of the points that I have conveyed today make us more appreciate of our chance to be able to have the education at school and make us study more diligently for both our country and our own future. Sorry if there are a wrong word. Thank you for the attention and have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Viola, for the amazing speech. Hope we all could do that. So now please welcome Miss Lisa to give Viola some feedback.
Hello, Viola. Good afternoon. It's a very nice topic today, Viola. Listens from you talk about educations. As a person that really in love in education since 2008, on that moment I can understand that how important educations can give impact in a person's life and also can give impact to this country and to this earth especially. And today listens students, junior high students then telling about this. I'm just feel like so happy to let all of you youngsters to know that how important education as well. Thank you so much, Viola, to bringing this topic and share this awareness to everyone. And today I can know that you are one of the persons can not only speak and tell people that important of educations. I do believe that you also put into actions in your life by doing how. Then you can respect all of the things that you get. You sorry, I mean that you can feel grateful from what the things that you have right now, even in the schools, at home, because having the education is not only in the school as well. At home also we can learn for the educations. Am I right, Viola? Yes. Then just now today you talk about to having a very high educations, all the things. Only one thing that maybe teacher Lisa can give you an input. I'm waiting your own experience. Like why you said just now we need to have a better educations. Maybe you can share your own experience, maybe your friend's experience or someone experience when they have a better educations. It can giving them good impact in their life. If you cannot find from your own story, maybe you can try to give another motivation story or inspiring story. From there, your audience can feel like, yes, it's a very important to have the education. It doesn't mean that we need to be smart only. In education as well, especially in Nanyang, is also tell all of you, right? It's not only teaching about being smart, but we need to having a good what, Viola? Good character. Am I right? Hmm. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Viola. So you know that maybe you can emphasize just now in your conclusion by sharing your own experience. Like, well, so everyone's why I say that education is very important. As I know there are three people in the people that you can share a bit like that, so it can enhance the message. So me myself right now studying in Nanyang High School is always remind us. Having the education is not only being smart, but we also need to have a good manner. We need to have a good character. So what we call as a right education, blah 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 blah. So this is the thing that I'm waiting for just now. That's why I was so sure. Finish yeah. I thought that you'll be share one story. But Viola, overall the way how you deliver is good already. You deliver in a very nice way, soft way, your pronunciations, your pace. It's a very good one. It's only this that I can improve, give you another improvement. Good luck, Viola, for the next speech. See you. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Back to you,
Miss.
Miss Amanda. You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Miss Lisa, and congratulations, Viola, you passed the real stage. So now we will have 1 minute of silence for the judges to complete the evaluation. Okay, last but not least, this is our last speaker for this session. So he is gonna tell us something about drinks. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Felix.
So, who doesn't like drinks? People need drinks to live. Hello, everyone. My name is Felix, and today I'm going to talk about drinks, or what you call it, beverages. A drink or beverage is a liquid intended for human consumption. In addition to their basic function of satisfying thirst, drinks plays important roles in human culture. Common types of drinks include plain drinking water, milk, or juice, and soft drinks. Traditionally, warm beverages include coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. Caffeinated drinks that contain the stimulant caffeine have a long story. In addition, alcoholic drinks such as wine, beer, and liquor, which contain the drug ethanol, have been part of the human culture for more than 8,000 years. Non-alcoholic drinks often signify drinks that would normally contain alcohol, such as beer, wine, and cocktails, but are made with sufficiently low concentration of alcohol by volume. The category includes drinks that have undergone an alcohol removal process, such as non-alcoholic beers and de-alcoholized wines. Everyone needs to stay well hydrated daily, but not everyone enjoys drinking the same beverages. Is a list of 9 most consumed beverages around the world. 1. Water. Water is the most popular drink in the world. This is such a simple beverage, and yet no one can survive without it. This is why people have invented different water treatment systems to ensure everyone around the world can have clean and safe water to drink. Water is also the main ingredient in most of the beverages that are consumed around the world. 2. Tea. After water, tea is the most popular drink in the world. Tea is made by pouring hot water over cured tea leaves. This popular beverage can be enjoyed hot or cold and can be different health benefits. Tea plants mostly grow in Asia, but tea is enjoyed in many countries around the world. 3. Coffee. Coffee beans are produced in at least 70 countries around the world, and many people drink coffee several times a day. It is mostly enjoyed hot, but iced coffee is also very popular, especially in the summer. Just like tea leaves, coffee beans come from an evergreen shrub. 4. Orange juice. Orange juice is the most popular of all fruit juices. Many people enjoy buying orange juice that is made from concentrate, but some prefer squeezing fresh oranges to make their own orange juice. This delicious beverage is a high source of vitamin C. 5. Beer. Beer is the most popular alcoholic beverage in the world, and it can be enjoyed for any occasion. This refreshing fermented beverage has probably been around since prehistoric times, and it is definitely here to stay, as it is being consumed in every country around the world. 6. Soft drinks. Soft drinks and soda are also popular and can be easily found in any restaurant or in convenience store. Soft drinks are generally made with carbonated water, artificial flavors, and sweetener such as sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Sugar substitutes are added to diet soft drinks, and in my opinion, I think it's better to drink water rather than drinking soft drinks because it's better for your health. You can drink soft drinks like once in a while, but don't drink it every day. But in terms of taste, I like the soft drinks better. 7. Wine. Wine is an alcoholic beverage that is mostly made with fermented grapes, but can be made with other fruits. Wine lovers can enjoy red wine, white wine, and non-alcoholic wine. There is a wine for any occasion, and some bottles are even sold for thousands of dollars. Fortunately, most lines are very affordable. 8. Vodka. Vodka is a very popular alcoholic beverage in the Eastern Europe, but it's also most popular white spirit in North America. Vodka can be enjoyed straight or mixed with a variety of other beverages, and it can even come in different flavors such as fruit flavors, dessert flavors, or candy flavors. 9. And the last one, energy drinks. Energy drinks, whether they are carbonated or not, are beverages that contain a stimulant drug such as caffeine, just like soft drinks. They can contain sugar or other sweeteners, as well as artificial flavors. Even though many people claim that they are not very healthy, they are still a popular beverage for those who are seeking physical and mental stimulation. And remember to drink your beverage so you stay hydrated. And that's it for my speech. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Felix, for the amazing speech. Suddenly want to drink some tea now. So, okay, let us invite Miss Cecile to give Felix some feedback.
Okay, Felix. Felix, can I ask you a question if you won't mind?
Yeah, okay.
Why do you choose to bring this topic?
Well, I love drinks. I like to drink like water, and most of the time, every time in the morning, I eat breakfast with tea or coffee. Sometimes I drink soft drinks, but yeah, I'm not allowed to drink it every day since it's not good for your health.
Agree with that point. But it tastes better like what you say in your speech, right?
Yeah.
So you bring this topic because this is essential part of life. We all human needs to drink, and you clarify it in your speech, which is really good. I like how you open with questions who doesn't like drinks, but you can make it better by giving a pause to add more dramatic effects. So you can say like, who doesn't like drinks here? Then you give pause, then you continue. I believe that everyone loves drinks. It even essential for our life. You can say something like that. And I see that you are trying to use your hand gesture, but quite confused on how to use it well. So you can use, just be brave to use it. You can put it out and say, I have 9. Wait, I'm so hard to pick 9. This is just like 9, or maybe this 10. I make 9 way, or I have submit 9 ways or 9 drinks that is the most likable in this year. You can say something like that. So don't be afraid to use hand gesture. Be brave to explore any hand gesture that you can try. Okay, and I really like how your speech is contain a lot of research and preparations, because each of the drinks you mentioned, you put a research to it and you summarize it to make us as an audience enjoy to listen to your speech, which is really good, Felix. And that is a very good effort to have that character and prepare everything beforehand to make sure you can deliver a good speech. The other thing that you can add is your vocal dynamics. You can add something like pause, I just mentioned to you before. You can add something like pressure to make things more noticeable in your speech, because you have 9 drinks, so you can pick 1 to 2 that you think that is the most essential in human life and put pressure in it. And I like how you give your opinion regarding some of the drinks, which is really, really good, Felix. Overall, great speech. Congratulations on passing the real stage. See you again next time, Felix. Great job.
Okay, thanks, Miss.
Thank you. Back to Miss Amanda.
Okay, thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the feedback, and also congratulations to Felix. You succeed the real stage. So now we will have 1 minute of silence so that the judges could finalize their evaluation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of Speaking Warrior Training Real Stage. Dear all trainees, remember that no matter how good our speech is, how good the skills we have, but if we don't have manners, we cannot give an impact to our own life. SMLONE always says that to be a good person, you need to make sure you have great skill and good manners so that it can give impact to our own life. And also remember that the school has taught us. Thank you to Nanyang Zehui School for providing a platform for the students to boost their confidence. And also thanks to all teachers, family, and everyone. Thank you so much for the support. So let us make this world beautiful from our own small actions. Let's see you again in the next session at 2:30 p.m. SML1 making you